going in first week of law school, let's assume that our student knows nothing at all.
Okay.
What common mistakes might they make in the first week or first couple of weeks, and how could they do things right in terms of avoiding falling behind, getting prepped for the exams? What should they be doing? What should they not be doing?
Okay, great. That's a great question. So the biggest mistake that students make is that they pull their briefs off the internet. Let me take a step back. Law school is taught through the Socratic method. Students read cases before they come to class. They brief the cases, which means they identify the issue. They spot the issue. They figure out the legally significant facts, the rule, the reasoning, and the holding. And then in class, a professor may start with what happened in this particular case. In fact, it's interesting because in the paper chase, the first case they ask is Hawkins versus McGee, which is the first case I teach in contracts also. So students will basically are worried that they're not right because they're new law students, so they'll whip the brief off the internet. But the problem with that is that they're robbing themselves of the opportunity to learn how to spot issues and how to think like a lawyer. So the worst thing you can do is rob yourself of the opportunity to learn this new skill of thinking differently. And so you want to make sure that you are briefing the cases yourself. Now, I would say in the beginning, the rule of thumb is 3 hours of studying to 1 hour of class. You know, you're in class 12 hours a week. What are you doing with the rest of the class? By the way, the American Bar Association used to have a rule that you're not allowed to work at all your first year of law school. I think it's now you can work a little bit because they recognize the cost of law. But you should spend 3 hours per week studying. So if there's anything you want to do before you go to law school, it's to have a sense of how to brief a case. But it's a little bit of trial by fire you're going to learn once you're in there. And know that even if you're wrong, first of all law school exams are anonymously graded, so even if you're wrong, the professor will never know it. But also understand that if you are wrong, that's a great learning moment because it'll help you learn what's right.
Gotcha. No, thanks. That's a really valuable insight to share. I think that students teaching themselves the process is ultimately the most important thing of all.